I'm going to start the recording right now. Yay! We can do this on the phone. It's so amazing. And I'm really excited for us to be here for Clear Your Mind and Elevate Your Energy. And I would love it if we all take a moment right now to just close our eyes and connect to our breath, even before we start to share. I'm super grateful for all of you for joining. And yeah, if you just want to mute yourself, and I'm sure more people are going to be coming on. So let's take a moment and we're going to put our hands over our hearts, get into a comfortable position and lean back and feel so grateful for yourself that you said yes. You signed up for this class. You said yes to yourself to make the intention of clearing your mind, elevating your energy this week. It's probably one of the greatest gifts that you can give to yourself, because the more we give to ourselves, the more we can benefit everybody else. And so just taking a moment right now to acknowledge yourself, your dedication to yourself, and breathing in gratitude for yourself. Exhaling, Breathing in, I am so grateful for myself. Exhaling, and asking yourself, how am I feeling right now? Is there anything in this week that I want to process or clear? What's my intention for joining this class? And how can I benefit myself the most through this class? So we're allowing our wisdom to come through, that inner voice inside, feeling your breath expanding in your ribs, feeling your chest expanding, letting go of all thoughts. And if there's any tension in your body, breathing into your body, exhaling, inhaling and expanding even more, exhaling, releasing even more. And if you've been feeling scared, anxious, or worried, lean back even more right now. Go a little bit deeper. You could even lay down. You don't have to be showing yourself on the screen right now for this exercise. So I invite you to just go a little deeper, take an even deeper break, lean back, and surrender on an even deeper level. So I'm going to give you some time to do that even more. Literally, you could just lean back, lay back, and surrender even more consciously right now. Lean back. This was the theme of today. So Whitney, you can just lay down right now. I invite you to lay down your beautiful goddess body and feel so supported by the floor, your bed, your couch, wherever you are. This is a big part of us clearing our mind, is to be able to feel supported in our body and to clear away any tensions that we're holding. So you can go ahead and do that right now, leaning back. Surrender your legs, surrender your hips, your low back. Allow your eyes to relax in their sockets. Feel what it feels like to simply let go right now of your whole body. Letting go, leaning back, and feeling supported. And ask yourself again, what am I holding on to? What are the emotions, the primary 3 emotions that have been governing my state of being this past week? What are the primary 3 emotions? And notice what arises for you. So for example, emotions might be fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, dread. What are the primary three emotions? And is there anything that I'd like to clear, to process, to embrace, to release this week? And I invite you all to take a moment, feel grateful that you're feeling. And if you can, write on the comments. If you click over here, you can go to more, and then it says chat, and then you can write your top 3 emotions. And you can also unmute yourself if you want to share how you're feeling. I would love it if today it's the welcome call. So I'm saying hello to all of you amazing goddesses. I'd love it if each one of us takes a moment to share our name. If there's anything right now that came up for you, I'm going to take some notes because this class, and I got to find the pen, this class is for you. And so even though I made videos for everyone, I'm going to tailor it specifically for the needs of the group, the particular unique things. So I'm just going to get a pen. Sorry, I thought I had it already. It's not here. I'll be right back, okay? I'm getting a pen and paper. Okay, I'm back. Yay! Thank you for joining. So who would like to go next? I can hear. Everybody can hear me, right? So you can unmute yourself, and a part of what the purpose of this class, so it's called Clear Your Mind, Elevate Your Energy. A part of us elevating our energy is speaking our truth. And this is something for me personally. I'm just going to be really vulnerable with everybody on this class. That's just the way I am. I personally have struggled with saying what I really feel in my relationship and owning my voice and realizing that my feelings matter. So I think of myself in the past, I was more of a doormat. I would just kind of let people treat me however they treated me. And if I was to speak up, I thought that I was being an inconvenience, like I'm a burden. And so today, I'm making it a point in my relationships, when feelings come up for me, I share what I would like more if I notice certain things not going the way, if certain things that I just feel I need to voice, I don't feel guilty anymore. I don't feel like I don't matter. I express how I feel. And so in this group, I would love for us, when we meet on these calls, for you to take that risk. Everybody cares about what you have to say, trust me. And your things that are coming up right now, as we just did that little guided awareness exercise, what you have to say and what you're feeling, we're all magnets. And I bet you someone else on this call probably would benefit from speaking up more, saying what they really feel. And so, yes, it's clear your mind, elevate your energy. An aspect of elevating our energy is speaking up and feeling free enough that you can share your feelings, and that empowers us. So I welcome you to unmute yourself and let me know your name, introduce yourself, and something about yourself that you really love, and also your top 3 emotions that you feel are challenging you, that you want to clear, process, release, or your intention for the class this week. It's going to be powerful, ladies. Trust me. So who wants to go first?
I guess I can go first.
Yay! Mute yourselves if you're not sharing for the recording so that we can hear Isabella even better. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So as you can see, my name's Isabella. This is always kind of like the toughest question for me. Like, what do you like about yourself? And my first thought is like all the bad things, all the things that I don't like about myself. It's hard to think of something, but I guess what I like about myself right now is being here and taking time out of my day to like kind of be here and want to better myself. And and I guess the feelings that I've been feeling this past week or just kind of my life in general is kind of like fear, sadness, and anger. I think those are like the three things that
And
I'm feeling. Yes.
beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Something I really like about you, Isabella, is that you're sharing vulnerably your truth. And so that takes a lot of courage to be real. And I acknowledge you for that. Thank you for showing us your vulnerability, which is your power.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
feeling safe enough that you can share. And did any of you watch the video today that I emailed everybody? Did everybody get the email today? So if you want to share
Yes.
anything that came up for you when you share about the being supported, that's where we're starting today, leaning back and feeling supported, because that's where everything starts from, in my opinion. Because if we don't feel supported, we're not going to be able to relax and clear our mind as well.
Yeah.
So you
The
saw the
video
video?
yeah, I saw the video and I also did the meditation. And
Great.
the meditation was what kind of brought more, I guess, like triggered a lot of other things, especially when we're talking about like your childhood self. And I guess that's where a lot of things kind of came up. And it was like cathartic kind of for me. So it was like all of a sudden, like I just started crying and I started remembering a lot of things and kind of a lot of things kind of came into perspective of maybe, self-doubt has been with me a really long time, like my whole life. And it's like sometimes you're so hard on yourself, like, oh, well, just believe in yourself and just like, but it's like I've had 28 years of life of the same dialogue, and to just kind of switch the flip or whatever, flip the switch one day to another, it's hard to kind of change that inner dialogue that you have. So
So
this
true.
is why I'm here, to change that one day at a time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing. So if I can make a recommendation, the first step, so the fact that all those things were coming up means that they were coming out. It's like steam. Those meditations, the one that I emailed you all today, they work. If you really lean back and put on a headset and listen to them, I think the one Clear Your Mind was today, right?
Yeah.
And so I invite everybody tonight after this call, you can go to that email and listen to that before you go to sleep. Because right now we're all transitioning to sleep, so we're going to have less of that chatter going on in our mind, probably. And so it's actually a blessing that you had stuff come up because it's coming out. And that's a beautiful thing. So sometimes we feel like crap, like when we listen to those video audios, but then eventually it's as though we just released, we processed. And so it's important for us to hug ourselves, hug a pillow, wrap yourself with a blanket. I'm serious, like going back to, and you're welcome to hold a pillow now for the call, everybody.
Yeah.
And really have compassion for ourselves because a lot of us, we just didn't have any better tools when we were children, and we took things personally. Like, I thought I was unlovable because my dad left when I was 12, and I made up a story that no man is going to stay, no man is going to love me because my dad left. And so as a child, I programmed myself to, if people did come towards me, I would push them away because I had to keep that self-fulfilling prophecy going. And so it's taken a lot of healing and a lot of awareness of the patterns. And so when you have a pattern like that, you could actually write down all the ways that you think about yourself, put them on paper, and then take another paper, creating the contrast. So for example, I am ugly, or I am not trustworthy. I am hard on myself. I doubt myself. That's what feels true right now. And so you can have a list of that, but then you can create another list of, so I believe in myself. I am beautiful. I am whatever it is I am. And then you can have that list next to your bed, and you can look at that list and focus on that list every day. And we literally can fake it till we make it. You could even say that to yourself in the mirror and have a ritual when you brush your teeth. Let's just say you're also going to look in the mirror and talk to yourself differently. So would you like to commit to that this week, Isabella? And if anybody else, and I will commit to creating at least 10 of my own that I want to work on. So 10 positive affirmations.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to email everybody what we talk about today. Positive affirmations, self-talk. That this week, daily, we can start to brainwash ourselves in a positive way. For me, this week is all about writing, finishing my book. And so I'm going to make myself, it's easy for me to write every day. That would be an affirmation for me. I am open to completing my book this week. That would be another great affirmation. So you can also declare now when you share 1 or 3 affirmations so we can keep this flow going. And honestly, that's all it is. You literally are changing your focus to something else. So if your parents said negative things to you, we're like sponges. We just start to believe that. And so we can literally write on paper new thoughts, and then we can repeat them. And then what would that feel like if that was your new thought and it was already easy for you? And so for me, published author is what I wish to embody, just believing that I'm already published author and I can serve people by reading my book. People have been reading what I wrote already, and they're like, oh my God, you sound like me. Like, I went through all that, but people usually don't write about that. And so that's a part of what I'm going through is I'm scared that I'm revealing so much, you know, and that's it. Once somebody reads that, that's it. There's no going back. You can't hide. So thank you for sharing, Isabella. And you're going to write some affirmations, right? And you can share them on the Facebook group, okay?
Okay.
The Yoni Healing Facebook group.
Yes. Okay.
And I'll write mine too.
All right. Sounds good.
And if anybody wants to declare that, also go for it. So awesome. Jen, do you want to go next, or Whitney, as far as sharing?
Yes, I can go next. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I'm so
Hi.
happy you joined us. Hi, Jen.
Hi. Hi, I'm on it from my phone. So I was just looking at you, Michelle, and then I realized like all of you are, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So I just did the video.
We're all one big happy family over here.
Yes, absolutely. So
Awesome.
I'm Jen. And what I love about myself is my heart. How much I care about other people. The 3 emotions that I have been feeling all week have been guilt, anxiety, and stress. And I say guilt because I'm like everybody else, probably trying to balance working full time and now being a teacher to my children. I have 3 sons. One is already gone. He left for college and never came back. Fell in love with Georgia. But my 2 younger sons, both of them have learning disabilities. So it's not like I can just say, here's a book, learn, mom's got to work. My job transitioning to home was extremely easy. I work at a software company, so that was fine. It's just trying to transition. So that's where my anxiety and my stress and trying to manage everything, which I'm sure most of America is experiencing that right now.
So you're working at home now with 2 boys.
Yes.
And and attempting to manage it all.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it hard
exactly.
for you to have your quiet time or your space to work, or?
There absolutely is none. So I feel like I'm not doing anything well. I feel like I am doing my job, but I'm just barely getting by. I'm not like heads down in projects like I should be. And I'm not heads down helping them either, because Broward County is still coming up with a curriculum and they don't really actually start until next week. So I just feel like I'm not really doing anything well, just trying to manage it and get a routine.
So is it possible right now, if I can guide you a little bit, something's coming
Yeah.
up to share? So we
Yeah.
can all close our eyes, because we all are connected and all of us can benefit from what we're going to do right now. So we're going to get into a comfortable position and we're going to imagine that we have it all together and that we have mastered our time management skills with our family and our business and our jobs and all of this, going to get more toilet paper and water and food and every day, things that we need to get done. And you're just going to imagine, what would it feel like if you felt so accomplished? You did everything right. You have mastered this whole thing of really knowing how to pace yourself in your day, and you're so good at it. And you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I really do feel this way. And you feel that your children are getting enough of your attention. You're able to really thrive, and not just with your family, but with your self-care, your self-relationship. And you feel very ahead of the game. You feel very efficient, and like you have it all together. You have it all mastered out, planned out. You're way ahead of the game, and it feels so good for you that it almost feels like normal. This is normal for you, and you're just loving it. And there's more than enough support. There's more than enough organization, more than enough time, and you're just going to breathe in that feeling. So we're going to invite more of that feeling. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. So if there's any doubt, any naysayers, any chatty Cathys in there in our minds that are like, nah, I can't really feel this good, you're just going to let that go. Exhale that out. And we're going to create a new vibration right now, a new feeling that you just got it. You're a badass. You're so organized. You have more than enough time. And the time that you spend, you're so present. You're so calm. You're so peaceful. You're so centered that everything that you do feels more effective. You just feel overall more productive. Breathe that in. And notice how you feel more relaxed. You're more excited. You're very balanced. You feel very balanced overall. What would that feel like if you felt even more balanced? And notice how you feel, Jen.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing how you can
That's it.
shift your mind, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then shifts your body. I feel better too.
Yeah.
Does anybody else feel differently now? We got it all together, ladies. And imagine if we just constantly have this relationship where we're uplifting each other.
Yes.
And wherever we focus, we're just going to get more of that. So it's so nice we have this recording to remember that we can shift. And that's where I love using the essential oils. You know, I can't stop talking about the doTERRA essential oils, how I created this roller for healthy boundaries and respect. I was having this argument with my daughter that she was wanting my time, and I was like, Mia, I have a call, you know, I have a meeting soon, and I have one daughter, and I definitely have spoiled her. And so I was like, I need to get a respect and healthy boundaries oil. And so I looked up all the oils, and I have to say it works. And it's funny because it's not the most yummy oil that maybe doesn't cause people to want to be around me, but it's a little bit of a because it has melaleuca. And I just thought that was really funny. It has blue tansy, as you can see the blue. So maybe this is all in my head, but the essential oils definitely are helping me to have more respect and healthy boundaries for myself, because I love to give. And sometimes people take that for granted, and that's something I'm working on. So thank you so much for sharing, Jen.
Thank you.
We all benefit from your challenges. See?
Yeah.
Yay! Is there anything else you want to share? You mentioned guilt, anxiety, and stress, and feeling that you balance it all. I have a feeling guilt is there. Yeah, guilt with giving enough, right?
Yes.
So guilt,
Exactly.
how does guilt serve you? Because for us to heal it and release it, we can own the gift of guilt.
It doesn't serve me at all. It's not an emotion I'm used to dealing with. It's just one that's just been plopped in my lap, I feel. This past week with everything kind of up in the air.
Unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unexpected. Very. I not only does my middle son have a learning disability, but he also has an immune deficiency. So he has no ability to fight germs. So living the cleanliness life and not touching things and staying away from large crowds, all of this is something that we're very used to. But it's just that, like, I guess them being home, typically I'm used to them going to school and me going to work and then picking them up as a single mom and then coming home and taking care of them and doing what I refer to as my first job, which is taking care of them. But now everything is at one time, and I feel like I'm not logging off of work on time. I'm not getting anything done. So I feel like because of that, the guilt then turns into anxiety, which turns into stress.
And you all know that the more we get into that hamster wheel of emotions, we attract that more. So when we feel guilty, and then we feel fear, and then we feel weighed down, burden, we literally become magnets for that more. And it just intensifies. So this is where I love to use essential oils to reset my system. Or if you don't have the essential oils, take a deep breath in and hold your breath. So let's do this 3 times to reset our system right now, so that I can give you the example and we can embody it. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit up tall, and we're gonna inhale deeply and hold our breath for a count of 6. So we're gonna inhale deeply, hold your breath, count to 6 in your mind, and then exhale. Inhale deeply, expansively, and slowly let's count to 6 in our mind. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold it for a count of 6. Do you feel reset?
I do. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you teach your sons any breathing reset? Like sometimes when we
No,
get frustrated.
no, they do both actually go to yoga though. So they teach them
Yoga.
that there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Sometimes I just do this. Let's do that. Sometimes it feels like that, right?
Yes.
So whenever we get frustrated, we can bring our hand to our heart and process whatever we're feeling. And literally, sometimes I do that with my daughter. I'm just maybe driving and I get frustrated, and I'll just express it out and vent and process. I do this throughout the day. Like, it's not, I might be feeling, if I'm running late to something, I'll literally do that while I'm on my way to the car. That's me. And I think it really helps me to stay clear, light. Or I'll shake my body. That's another one that I do when I'm feeling that I'm weighing myself down too much. So I tend to reset a lot throughout the day. I hope this helps to share.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so excited for this call and to see what will unfold for all of us on this journey. Whitney. So grateful you're here, Whitney. Welcome.
Hi.
You're in Georgia, right, Whitney?
Yeah, I'm in Georgia. Are all of you in Florida? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm in South Georgia, so I definitely have the strong Southern accent. So the questions were, can you tell me again?
What do you love about yourself? And then if there's anything specific that you want to clear, what are your primary 3 emotions that you tend to have that are kind of weighing over you that you would like to clear through these next 8 days?
Mm-hmm.
And then anything else you want to share of why you joined the class or anything you want to get from this week?
Okay. Yeah, I was just drawn to it. I follow you a lot, and anytime I can try to make time to join in on anything online, especially I jump on it because, it's too far for me to drive really. So yeah, I was definitely drawn to it because I have time and I'm at home, and not working right now. What I love about myself, I don't really know. I guess.
What would your friends say about you that they really love about you?
Well, actually talked to a friend yesterday that she wants me to come and help her do some stuff around her house next week. And we haven't seen each other really much at all since high school.
Whoa.
And I know. We just kind of reconnected. And she said, I was telling my mom about you, and I told her that you were kind of like strawberry shortcake. And she was like, do you remember that doll, Strawberry Shortcake? And I said, yeah, I remember she had sweet breath, but she said, that I was just really, really sweet, So she was like, I don't know, you just make me, she said that I make her feel really good and that I'm just nice and pleasant to be around. So I guess I like that about myself.
You're pretty pleasant, Whitney. I've spoken to you before.
Yeah.
I can vouch for you.
Yeah, I mean, and I've been definitely on a roller coaster of emotions since all this virus stuff has happened. But for the most part, I've been feeling really calm and focused. And I mean, I've had a couple of meltdowns, but not really meltdown, but just more of like maybe some anxiety of just the unknown, and but
Uncertainty, maybe?
yeah, maybe uncertainty and just sort of not really, I'm feeling like I don't really have a good direction right now because everything is so up in the air. And also I have 2 teenage daughters, and I live in town, and their dad lives near the beach here. So they are staying at their dad's house, and he's remarried and has a 9-year-old son. But so I'm alone. Like, I'm not even seeing them. And so everything is so not normal right now. And so I feel even more out of sorts because I don't even have my family or anybody with me, you know, to like be at home. So I'm completely alone. The first few days, I mean, I have gone to the grocery store a couple of times. And, you know, today I had to go get 2 new tires. And so I've interacted with other humans a little bit. But for the most part, I've just been home. And so I just don't react. I'm just kind of like, oh, I need to like clean out my garage, and I need to, you know, get rid of a bunch of old clothes. And I'm just really feeling more like decluttering and getting some energy to move in my house and in my life, you know.
Beautiful. Would you be open to watching the video I sent sometime this week, today? The one I sent this
Absolutely.
morning?
Yeah, so I think I watched that right before the one that's inside the email from this morning.
Yeah, it's about leaning back and feeling supported, right?
Yeah.
Feel safe and supported.
Yeah.
And then the audio is clear your mind.
I don't think I saw that on there, but I'll listen. Okay.
I'll resend it when I send the recording.
Okay.
And making time to lay down and feel is so beneficial when we think, I don't know what to do next. So we can live our lives without knowing from here, and we can allow our intuition to guide us, our inner knowing, that voice inside that just kind of shows you what's next. So there's different ways of living where we could just live heart and soul guided and combine it with more of the cognitive rational mind, so we can have both and surrender more to the intuition. And I wonder, do you ever feel the family of your divinity, like the family of your soul, that you're never alone? Or do you really feel alone? Because that's one helpful, that's the lean back and feel supported, is lean back and feel supported by our creator. That's actually what the video is about.
Okay.
Because our adrenal glands, you know how we have the low back? Sometimes we feel burning in our low back. We have on top of our kidneys these little endocrine glands that are called adrenal glands, and they make the stress hormone. So we literally have the stress hormone produced in the, okay, hold on a second, ladies. My teenager, my gorgeous teenager, so wonderful. Oh, well, there goes the light. 1 second here. It's okay, Mia, the light's fine. You want to say hi? Come on in. Hi.
Hi.
That's my girl. Okay, where was I? So I was talking about, what was it? I lost track with the
Your
adrenal
adrenals.
glands.
Yeah.
adrenals. So we literally only have one place where we make stress hormone. How amazing is that, right? There's one place in the body, and that's your low back, on top of your kidneys. You have these endocrine glands, and they make stress hormone in your low back. So if anybody's feeling burning back there, do you ever feel that in your low back? That means that we're too much under stress. And the adrenals, that's why I talk a lot about lean back and feel supported. And so I literally always now feel that God has my back. The universe has my back, because I brainwashed myself to believe that, because I had to leave my life as I knew it. I was married, I was with somebody for 20 years of my life, and I wasn't happy with myself. I feel like I married someone more out of the programming that I'm supposed to marry this perfect person, but I wasn't really in love in the sense of knowing what love is, because it was very codependent love. It was very conditional love, and it was very much about doing things that people wanted me to do to get love. And so I couldn't have a sustainable relationship that was actually thriving with myself or with my husband because of my lack of understanding what love, a healthy love, really was. And so I decided to end the marriage, which really was about ending the marriage with myself. And I realized how when we're getting a divorce, it's really a divorce with yourself. And because you're not functioning in a healthy way with yourself, you can't sustain that with another person. And so the whole point of me talking about this is how now I feel all one instead of alone, because I had to leave that relationship. And yes, of course, I have my daughter. However, I don't feel lonely anymore. I used to feel very lonely, that no one was supportive, or I had to do it all by myself. And so now I know that God, creator, source, universe, angels, happy little vibrations all around me, I don't feel alone. And I don't think it's terrible for me to be alone on a Saturday night. I actually feel like, yay, I can open up my mail and catch up on things. So I don't look at it as a negative thing anymore. And I hope that has significance for people, because I finally know what it's like to be happy by myself. And mind you, I am creating the space right now in my life to open up to meeting someone new. And every person that I have connected with, I feel like I'm upgrading every time, but it's really a reflection of myself, upgrading my relationship with myself. And I will not tolerate for average anymore. And I will not settle. Hell no. Just had to share all that. Anything else people want to share? Any questions about what we're going to do this week? Do you want me to share a little bit about what's going to happen?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Do you want me to read this? I just got a message. Don't date anyone who makes you feel average. I love you. It's interesting because whoever I date, I'm attracting that man into my life. And so when I do meet new people, I realize that they're coming into my vortex because that's where I'm at. And so it's amazing how the different men that have come in recently, more heart-connected men that want to know me for who I am, not just for my curly hair, because I see myself now as I have more to offer than just my body. And so I'm seeing how we attract where we're at. And so look, I attracted you amazing goddesses tonight. I'm doing something right. And I wanted to do this class so that we could have something more intimate rather than just sharing like on a Facebook Live. You know how sometimes I pop on Facebook Live. And so I want us to develop this closeness. This is my intention for this class, is for having more intimacy, vulnerability. I mean, I'm not just doing this for all of you. It's all stuff I want to practice too. And how beautiful that we can all hold each other accountable. If there's something you want us to hold you accountable for me to touch base with you, I'm here for you. And I'm here for myself more than ever, which allows me to be here more for you also. And there's something so beautiful about all of us getting together and really honoring this time. So the next class that we're going to have live is Thursday night at 8 o'clock, sorry. Thursday the 26th at 8 o'clock. Everybody has that on their calendar, right? I'm going to be sending you an email tomorrow morning with a new video. And I will also send the replay for this class tomorrow morning. I'm going to make the email tonight. And let's stay connected. Are you all happy with just sharing on the Yoni Healing group? Did everybody become a member of it? I know, Isabella, you did today. I have a
No.
Facebook group. Have you, Whitney?
I have not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Jen?
did.
So are you all okay if we just share there on the Yoni Healing and Sexual Empowerment group? Because I could make a private group just for us, but I thought it would be fun to invite the conversation. You know, if people are curious, they're like, what are you posting about? Is everybody okay with that?
Mhm.
Or would you rather
I'm
just be
fine
us?
with that.
Well, I'd like to hear from everyone. Like, I'm curious. I thought it was fine. Yeah, I think so too. And we can also be examples for people. So for example, tomorrow, Isabella, if you could post your positive affirmations for yourself, I'm going to post mine. And if you both want to reflect, for example, for Jen, you could put, I feel very comfortable balancing family, work, and relationship with myself, however you want to write. And then for Whitney, you could write something like, I am calm and focused consistently through all adversity. Or you could say, I trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good. I feel supported. Even if you don't, you're going to have that as your go-to new belief that you want to write on paper. It starts like that. It's as though we're all creating a new floor plan for our new home. It's our inner home. And so we can write it out just like the architect does the plans first, right? Before they build the house. That's what we're doing today on the very first day. And we are worth it. So would you all like to commit to at least 5 affirmations written in the Facebook group by tomorrow sometime? Yes? So you can comment yes, or you can just say yes,
Yes.
yay. And then I'll send a reminder in the email tomorrow. 5 affirmations. And we can look at ourselves in the mirror when we brush our teeth, and we can think about those affirmations and what that would feel like to be there already. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Does anybody else have any questions before we close the call? And do you know the time? I'm scared to touch the phone. I don't want it to turn off.
It's 9:49.
9:49.
Look how great I could guess the time. Awesome. So what I wanted us to do is to close, of course, with a little meditation, an empowerment meditation. Are you all okay with that? Or does anybody have a question or anything else to share before we go into the meditation? You're all awesome. Thank you so much, goddesses. I love you. Did you enjoy the call?
Yes.
Yay! I'm so
Very
honored.
much.
I'm so grateful that I attracted you beauties into my life. So I invite you now to practice surrendering and allowing your body on the bed, the couch. You're going to totally let go. Don't worry about whether we could see you on the screen or not. This is all about you right now. So lean back, put the phone aside or the laptop, and allow your beautiful goddess body to feel so supported right now. And I want you to reflect on everything that you realized just from this one gathering, our welcome class. How do I feel now after connecting with Whitney and Jen and Isabella and Michelle? Remembering that we're all one and that connection is so healing and so powerful. And breathing in gratitude for yourself. Thank you so much for sharing yourselves tonight. And deep breath in, abundant breath. You can spread your arms open, expanding your arms. Spread them legs open too if you can. And allow yourself to feel your magnificence. Expanding your arms, your legs. Feel abundant. You are attracting unexpected gifts, unexpected resources, unexpected miracles happening in your life. You have the Midas touch. Everything around you turns to gold. You're in this high vibration of joy and peace and trusting. Breathe that into your low back, into your kidneys, into your adrenals. The universe has my back. I am safe. I am safe. I am supported. Releasing all worries. Jen, letting go of that guilt, anxiety, stress. Whitney, letting go of that anxiety, being in the unknown. Any fears or doubts. Isabella, processing that sadness, releasing that anger, that fear. Just let go with your sounds. Thank you, fear, for being there. That's what happens. We're human. We get fear, and then we can flow fear. So it's not about, I don't want to be scared anymore. It's about, okay, I feel scared, and I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to flow it. And it came up for me, and I'm safe, and I'm supported. And I'm just going to redirect my thoughts to remembering that I am safe, and I am supported, and that our Creator loves us. So we're going to go a little deeper now. That's right. Relaxing even more, surrendering even more. Amplify your ability right now to let go. Clearing, letting go. And you're going to ask yourself, how can I love you more? How can I support you more? Notice what comes up for you. And thank you to yourself for showing up today on this call. Thank you for signing up on Eventbrite. Thank you for opening up your emails when I send them. Thank you for listening to the videos. Thank you for listening to the audios. Thank you for contributing to the collective peace on the planet. You are powerful. And if all of us align with the same intention of creating more peace, more clarity, more connection within ourselves, everyone around us benefits. So thank you so much, goddesses. I love you all. I'm sending you a beautiful heart hug from my heart to yours.
Bye. Thank you so much, Michelle.
You all feel yummy-licious? You ready for awesome sleep now?
Yes.
Yes. So I'll see you Thursday at 9 p.m., okay?
9 or what time did you say? 8 o'clock?
Do you prefer 8 o'clock? I mean, I'm flexible. I think 9 is nice because you go through your day and then you go to sleep.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So 9 p.m. Thursday, and the reason why I'm giving you the day tomorrow is to listen to the videos, do the audios, post on the Facebook group, okay? This way we're not like, oh my God, I just saw you yesterday. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
And I'm gonna listen to my own meditation too and comment on it just to share, because you're welcome to record your own whatever you want to record, and you'd be amazed, like whatever it, like if you want to love yourself more, you could literally record your voice into your phone and you could tell yourself, you know what, you're awesome, and even though we had this past, I just want you to know you're awesome and I love you, and we don't have to be so hard on ourselves. We don't have to criticize anymore. And then listen to it. Have you ever done that? I have. That's what I'm sharing. And it's amazing how it really does help us to hear our own voice and to be like, you know what? I'm done with this being hard on myself thing. That's something I've struggled with a lot. That's why I have so many trainings, you know, on my list of credentials. I literally felt like I was never good enough. I wasn't worthy. So I over-certified. I got every certification because of my inadequacy. However, it caused me to learn a lot. And so there's light and dark in everything. And when we heal something, we can say, oh, you know what? Guilt helped me because it feels like crap and it actually doesn't serve me. So thank you, guilt. I'm going to let you go now. And then for me, being hard on myself is like exhausting. I can never catch up. So you know what? I'm going to let you go being too hard on myself, part of myself. And I'm just going to start to accept that I'm divinely perfect and I'm enough. And I'm just going to start to brainwash myself that I'm more than enough, I'm enough. And over time, it's amazing how I have much more peace. And it's taken me years, you know? And that's okay, because what else am I here for, right? I got the time. So thank you, goddesses. Sweet dreams. I love
Thank
you all.
you.
And I'll see you on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Mwah.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night, ladies.
Night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you.